What a day. Hi. See who comes in. Hi. Yeah, I'll be asking everyone. Oh, I need a... I don't need a pillow behind my back. I do need a pillow behind my back. Hi, Tapper. Hi, Mark. Hi, X-Globe76. Pavel. I'll just wait for a few more people to come in. Just while I'm waiting, hi Rachel Pixie. It's not going to be a long chat. The chat I was going to do, I'm going to do tomorrow because I still need to catch up on this sleep. I still need to catch up on sleep from weekend because the energy of everything this week's been great, but tiring. So I'm still catching up on it. So I think tomorrow will be better because it's a Friday. I've been having a hoo-ha with the college, but I think that's getting sorted tomorrow. Hi. So I hope everyone's having, how are you doing? But I'll ask that question in a minute because I'm hoping my title's all right and I've not spelt it wrong. I hope I have spelt it wrong, actually. Anyway, the lovely Lady V, and people will know who Lady V is if you've checked the channel, is, I just wanted to put it out there, the orbs that have been going on. Some people might not believe in it. Hi, James, is, yeah, is a bit of a sort of proof that there are things going on. Some people don't believe it, but that's okay. And if you haven't checked it out on my channel or you couldn't see it, you can go over to Tappers and they're on there. But she did something the other day because funnily enough, she's just been talking about the orbs, and she starts talking about, by the way, moderators, be wary. Might need taxes. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And she just sits there and she asks them to come in. So I was like, I might have to try that one time. Ask them to come in. They've just been there. So, Barry Pease. Oh my God, I've not seen you for ages. Nice to see you. Maybe Tapper might see some. If Dave was in the house, he would. If they're here. I don't know if anyone saw the one that flew up here, but yay. They're normally around a lot, so guess we'll see. Yeah. I think you might know if you need to put a tax in. Do you know what I mean? So it was just basically me wondering how everybody is. How everybody's feeling, because I know there's still a lot of purging going on because, it is the purgy time. But we worked out the other day that I'm going to have to run and get this. I'll just run and get it. Hi, National can't speak. Memorial Gardens. I'm just going to go and get a book because I need to show you something. Hi, Bernice. Hi, Ricardo. Hi, everybody who's in chat. Hi, Effie. Thank you for the donation. Thank you. Thank you for anyone who's given me a donation. Talking to a few people over the last couple of days, we were talking about the number 7, and I'm not doing the energy chat because, like I said, if anyone's just come in, I'm going to do the energy chat tomorrow because I am tired and I'm still going to catch up I'm going to try and get to bed at a decent time tonight and catch up on the sleep. Hi, Milo. And I'll do that tomorrow because it'll be a longer chat, and I thought I'll save it for Friday and everyone's chilling on a Friday. So it's just a mini chat, but we were talking about, some of us were talking about the 7 number and the 7 cycles, so like the 7 years in your life. And I was like, oh yeah, that's interesting. And someone in here knows we were talking about this the other day, and I actually wrote the years down that I've been alive, and we've got the number 7. Can't really think what might have happened then, but if you look back, and then the next along was 14. Something did happen when I was 14, but I don't need to talk about it on here. And then I was going through, I was like, oh yeah. And the next 7 in my year, in the 7-year cycle, is actually 42. And I'm like, that's my age now. There's things happening now with connecting and this, that, and the other. If anyone gets what I'm saying, I know. So, and then the next one after that will be 49. But within that 7-year cycle to get to 49, when it starts again, will be next year, which is 2020. If anyone gets what I'm saying. Might be talking coded, but if you get what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying. So you can actually do your years of when, you know, from when you were born up to now, ring off 7, anything going on when you were 7, and then the next 7 years after that, and then the next 7 years. And you might find it ties into something, because some people say, you know, the 7-year itch, 7 this, 7 that. We have 7 days of the week, 7 heaven, 7 colours in the rainbow. So you might be able to work out maybe when big events happened in your life. But we'll talk about that again. I'm just sort of throwing it out there. You might realise a few things with every 7th year in your life. Like I said, you'd be 7 when you were 7 years old. Then it'll be 14, and then it'll go on, and then it'll go on. Hi, Alison. So this book will be getting read out tomorrow because there's a special thing that I like to read out of this pink book that most people know if you've been following for a while. Found another book of my sister today. She was going to take to the charity shop, which we have read a few of them off my dad. Conversations with God. These books are really, really good if you know about automatic writing and that. My llama bag's coming on nicely. If anyone has made an order, because I know some of you have, especially, I can't remember, it was in America, but because I've been tired, I will get back onto that. I've just had no energy to do it. But my llama bag's coming on. He's coming on, my little llama bag. He needs his ears doing and different stuff, but my llama bag's coming on. He's looking good. Oh, thank you. Yeah, my dad is good. But basically, I think I was just basically coming on to say that I will be doing a long chat tomorrow on negative currents. It's not really currents, negative people and positive people, because there seems to be a lot of it going about. And, you know, you can get it on YouTube, you can get it in real life, you can get it everywhere. There's a negative and positive charge. And where we reside, because someone put a really good video up the other day, which I liked, about the plane that we live on, saying it's like a battery. And it was really good, and it makes sense with the moon and the sun and, you know, water, electric currents. And if there was a negative charge and a positive charge, we also have negative and positive charges, because we also hold water. A lot of our, you know, body is made up of water, so that totally makes sense to me. So I will be talking about that and how to go about navigating around those sorts of people, because I see a lot of it, especially on YouTube, and a lot of it since I opened my mouth about a certain I would say arena of opening your mouth about flat earth. Not that mine's a flat earth channel, but some people out there seem to think it is. And some people out there, just for the record, seem to think that the meetup on Saturday, that was my meetup and Roxanne's, in my hometown, was a flat earth meetup for some reason. Just to put the record straight, because there's some people out there, negative entities, that don't listen to what people are saying and listen to other people when they haven't got the facts straight. It wasn't a flat earth meetup. It was a meetup for open-minded, like-minded people, knowing that the fact is the fact, because it is a fact, that we've all actually been lied to. So on any so-called conspiracy, you can talk about any of it, because we've been lied to about everything. Maybe, well, hi, Sleeping Warrior, the main one is, after you've got past all that, it does go boil down to actually what we live on. So just saying. Hang on a minute. Because you will find that there are people in the YouTube arena that seem to think they can put stuff out there, out of their mouth, when they're not the person who's actually talking about it. So I'm saying it out of my mouth. Let's get the record straight. How are we all? Yeah, so with that, the whole thing of that evening, that meet up with all the lovely people that, some of you are in the chat, some of you aren't. Some of you may be watching now, some of you may be watching after, is thank you for coming, because it was beautiful. It was a relaxed, lovely environment. We don't take any notice of the negativity that may have been there. But it was beautiful, and we will be doing it again. And also there will be Red Pill Phil will be putting his thoughts on when he came along to meet us all on his channel very soon. I think it's going to be cut up in maybe 2 or 3 videos, but that would be nice to see on his thoughts out of his own mouth, not what someone's saying, out of his own mouth. So that will be really good. Yeah, thank you, Rachel. It was fantastic. And it was, because it was just, like I said, meeting for like-minded people. It wasn't a debate. It was just everyone meeting, having a drink, having something to eat, and just chatting like you would with family about what you're open-minded, what you're open to, because the whole point is being open-minded, because there's lots of things going on beyond what some people seem to think's going on. I will come to the kitchen next time I come to the kitchen. Yeah, well, we'll hold you to that. Is there's a lot more beyond that a lot of factual people are maybe going to have a bit of a brain fart with, but hey ho, that's okay. But like I was saying, it was beautiful. It was just brilliant how everyone was looking after each other, how we all just, it just felt like, and it should be like that, natural, like family and friends were getting together. There was no funniness. Obviously, it was no bickering anything, because it was just a meet up. It wasn't a debate. It was just a meet up. Everyone was just talking about, how they woke up to whatever it is that they're on, because there seems to be people out there that just think there's one thing to wake up to, and they don't seem to like people going on their own journey and coming to the point of whatever they want to come in at whatever point they woke up. Not like how long have you been on this and how long have you been on that. That's irrelevant. Everyone comes to it at a certain point. Let them come to it at a certain point, and let them go through the whole rigmarole that everyone else went through to get to the, whatever it is at the end, because you learn the way you learn. I learn the way I learn. I don't do it through big words and scientific stuff, or this, that, and the other. That is not how I work. I work visually and in a different way. We're all different. So people shouldn't be putting stuff out there expecting people to understand stuff. If you're into that side of stuff, then go on another channel and watch that. If you're into an easy flowing way of maybe the way I talk about things, as I've been told, a lot of people connect with what I'm saying. They understand what I'm saying because they connect that way through the way they understand it. They may go on other channels with bigger words and this, that, and that, and they don't, because that's not the way they understand it. It doesn't mean either way is right or wrong. It's just the way you understand it better. Nothing wrong with either way. So people have got to understand that as well. The adjustment puppy here. Yeah. So I just wanted to know how everyone's going, because I did notice someone the other day, I think it was Dave, was saying he's going through a lot of stuff again. And I do believe people are. It's nice to hear that the teenagers and that, the teenagers are now waking up, and that's a fact, as I know, as I've got kids and Roxanne's got kids. So we know from that side of things, even my youngest one comes out with some profound things at the minute. I'm just like, so that's good to see. And as I keep saying, which will be mentioned tomorrow, there's a lot of purging going on, and it's all about how you react to the cause that people are trying to cause you to do. It's all about different perceptions. Like someone could look at something and have a different perception on it because they're actually looking from a different angle. A lot of people on the negative side have a different perception because they're listening to what other people are saying and weren't actually there at the time. So their perception is the other person's perception, but they weren't actually there at the time. So they haven't got that perception of it. It's all about perceptions, and it's all about how you react to other people that are trying to trigger you, or just to the fact that just reacting to something. The more you learn to go in, the more you learn to go and look at yourself as well, to breathe and to maybe chill out before you say something or do something, is what we're trying to do. And here's Dave. Hi, Dave, and hi, anyone that might have come in. That's what it's all about, basically. It's my sister. So I'd say it's all about perceptions and reactions to people. But there's that thing again where people are saying, you know, I'm feeling this and I'm feeling this, and this is coming up from ages ago. It will do, because I do believe these energies are coming in. It's bringing up you, purging maybe situations you haven't thought about for ages, and it could be upsetting. You know, it could be that, I don't want to feel all this again. But I believe this is coming in again because it needs to come out. It needs to be looked at, but not for a long time. It needs to be looked at and then gone, yeah. Can that go in the box, putting the lid on it, and that's getting incinerated? We don't need to look at that anymore. But no, that is not easy, but it is a part of what we're doing right now. And then you can start healing. It's about healing. So yeah, I just wanted to know if anyone's having any of that right now. I know some of you are, because I've spoken to some of you, and that's fine. Yeah, tomorrow's another day, Bernice. Exactly. The Lion's Gate has taken a lot of bad energy away from this planet. There's still a lot of negative beings, but I think, you know, they're going to have to face their self in the mirror at some point as well, because it's just like you said, these people are going to be eradicated off the earth. These people are not going to be able to walk down the street, because these people, you know, like mainstream media and all the people behind that and the secret societies and it's not all of them. That's not just those people. It's real people like me and you, those ones that are pretending to be something else and act like mainstream media. You know, we know how mainstream media act. They lie. They put pieces of videos together, chopped up, this, that, and the other. We all know what they do. And there's a lot of people out there doing it in the YouTube arena. But a lot of us don't react, I should say, because that's what fake news do. We know what they do. A lot of people out there think we're stupid and we can't see how the games are played with certain people, but we can. And we're just sitting back watching the show because, like you said, sit back with your popcorn, watch the show. These people are going to get seen for what they are, and they won't be able to walk down the street when all this truth dropping. The truth is beginning to drop. I've not been watching a lot, but I know Naomi Campbell has been on the list. I know Naomi Campbell's been putting videos about how she's trying to not say she was not involved with this, that, and the other. Well, we'll see. Trump has said something the other day about, I've not watched it yet, about saying he's the chosen one. He's doing his own thing of joking, you know, and going on. But then again, there was something else that I saw. Me and Roxanne saw something the other day. They're not communicating, they're communicating through mainstream media. Something about an iceberg melting with what was it? Sorry if I'm not looking at chat in a minute. With global warming. Well, we all know global warming's not real. So that's a communication, because the iceberg was melting, and the words they used was the structure's falling down. The structure sounds a bit odd. That sounds like more like you're trying to tell your people on your side that the structure's falling down. Also, yeah, and Trump looked up to the sky when he said it. He's a chosen one. Also, we also saw in this news on Sky, we haven't looked at it properly yet because it was when we were up really, really like 4 o'clock in the morning. Kids swimming in the sea off a boat. The staff were trying to go in after them. They were saying that they were trying to save them because they wanted to get to land, but there were some kids on this boat that was sick. I don't know if anyone's seen it. We've not looked at it properly yet. But them kids weren't swimming like they wanted to get on that boat, if anyone gets what I'm saying. Them kids were swimming like they knew they were being trafficked or something. And then before that, it was about the iceberg. structure. Structure is the word, falling down. I'm like, keep the boat in the water, get more eyes on it. Let's see what's going on there. Still to do with Epstein's Island. So, you know, Pizzagate. Pizzagate wasn't Pizzagate. Epstein Island is the Pizzagate. Just saying. Just saying. It was funny watching. Yeah, it was funny watching me with the wine, Dave, but I'd only had I'd had one drink for 3 hours, and then I think I had a couple of wines. So, as people know in chat, I wasn't drunk. I don't really drink that much, so you know. But it was nice to have a couple of drinks. It's like, yes, I've got to drink. But like I said, I'm sure there was something else. There's loads of great videos out there, loads of positive videos. We don't talk about negative because that's just frequency you don't really want to be on. We take no notice of that. Jenny Hatcher's got a great one out about he did it for free. Trump, they mean, did it for free, did the whole thing that he's doing for free. Hi. I do have an overall feeling, a really strong feeling. This is where I think a lot of psychic and all them sort of abilities are coming in, that at the actual meeting we went to, I do believe there was people there, only maybe a couple, that were there as anonymous in the shadows, just watching because they may have been too nervous or shy to come over, but wanted to feel the vibe. And maybe next time we do it, wherever we choose to do it in what town we choose to do it in, we'll go wherever we want, or abroad, which is what we might do, may come next time because they'll see the positive interactions that went on. And like I said, it was to talk about whatever subject you wanted to talk about, because it wasn't under just one umbrella, which I think is a good thing because it might help people look at other things they didn't really thinking or looking about. So, you know, so how is everyone? Because I'm not staying on long. I'm going to go and chill out, finish my llama bag off, and I'll do the chat tomorrow just because I need to get an early night. The llama bag. I finished him off, and I've got to go to college tomorrow to sort all this stuff out because apparently they didn't have the letter yesterday, but they couldn't look at an email, but they found it today. But I told them I wasn't going in today because I wasn't dragging my little fin in again. I'll do it tomorrow, which might be a little bit quiet because all the students have been in. So, you know. Oh, thank you, Effie. Well, this is what it's all about. You know, you have people, I don't understand people who have channels that are just negative and all the people in there are negative. Why the hell would you want to look at a chat room that's full of love and a chat room that's full of hate? I know where I want to be, so, you know, that's why I don't look at that side. But that is part of the chat I'll be talking about tomorrow, with negative and positive charges, energies, people. You know, you've got to keep your vibrations up, because the whole thing that's coming in behind all this stuff that people think is coming in, you really need to be sorting your energies out. If whether people want to say that's through your chakras, through your mind, through you learning how to calm down and breathe and not get triggered, it's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. It's learning about going into yourself and learning, you know, not to react to certain people, energies, and, you know, either transmute, transcend, you know, get over, go under, whatever way you can get around it, to get around it, and not let this thing beat you up and take over your life. Because like I said before, if you let your cycles of what's happened in the past eat you up, it will always keep you there, and it will keep you in a cycle until it absolutely destroys you, you know. So this is why we move on for stuff. We're not interested in other people on other channels that are coming in a negative vibe, and that's all they seem to care about, because there seems to be a lot of people out there who are soulless, really soulless. If you don't care about other people and you're coming from a nasty response, you can have a response, but a nasty response and I don't know what it is, like going after people all the time, you are a soulless person, you know. It's about having love for others. Like I put in my little title the other day, which was meant to be spelt the way I spelt it, because that's the way it was meant to be spelt, not said. But, you know, there's people out there that I like to think that I spelt it wrong because I'm illiterate, when actually it's meant to be spelt like that. So if that's triggering people, Good. I'm glad. Yeah, evil at its best, but I do believe there is soulless people, you know? Yeah, it's related to a very important anniversary coming up, so I just have to allow it and acknowledge it with, oh yeah, you're having a comment, yeah. Lots of deja vu, seen orbs. Have you seen all the orbs? Has anyone seen them? And if you haven't seen them on here, you can go over to Tapper77's channel and you will see the orbs. And we had one, I think we had one or two when Roxanne was here as well. And I'd just like to put out to the chat and anyone watching or lurking, because a lot of people lurk because they like to report on other people's channels, which is a bit childish, but there are a lot of grown-ups out there who like to act like they're at school still, which is maybe these people is because they didn't, I don't know, did they get bullied at school and they have to act like they're at school? But that will be a chat tomorrow. Hi, the lovely Karen B. Do you know what I mean? So I forgot what I was going to say then. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, the whole point of the me and Roxanne the other day after the meeting crying was, I will say this in my own words because there seems to be people out there who are taking the perception of what they thought we were crying for, and we didn't actually let people know why we were crying. That's funny because I think we spoke about it that night, but there we go with people who just listen to other people. Was the whole point of why me and Roxanne were crying, real tears, which I know a lot of you could tell it wasn't faked, but there's those soulless people out there who think otherwise, was because we were overwhelmed with the response. One, the response we got on Saturday night with the lovely people who were there, the feedback of just everything, because it was such a great night, great people, great atmosphere. What people were saying to us at the meeting and after when they left. Two was the fact that when we came in and the proof and the facts are actually there in live chat on that day for everyone to see. So if there's any naysayers out there, they're the ones who have got cognitive dissonance and they just won't look, was the actual fact that you lovely people in chat and at the meeting were saying how we've helped you, and not just helped you get out of a hole of darkness, or even at its worst, thinking about taking your life. I've been told that before. People have said that before. So I know, that's why we got upset. Not to what other people thought we were getting or not thought we were getting upset about. The whole point was we have souls, we have feelings, and we feel for you on our channels, in our chat, that we know what you're going through because we have gone through it ourselves and are still going through it. Doesn't mean because we might look all happy that we're not going through all these energies and purging. We are. And because we know you feel it, we're all connected. It's just about trying to help. So that's why we did the meetup of, look, there's a lot of people out there who can't speak to friends and family because people think they're mad, or they feel like they can't talk about what they want to talk about in the whole so-called conspiracy realms. That's why I say so-called. So-called, they're not conspiracies. So we could all meet up, and actually for the people to see that we're not someone just sat behind the computer screen, as Finn said the other day. We are real people, and we are the people that we are behind camera, despite what some might think. But that's other people's perceptions. The people who are actually there talking to us, not trying to cause trouble and have a debate with people, sitting down chatting, having something to eat and a drink, being polite and positive, were the people who saw us, and that's the people we care about, not the other side, because that's not real. So no, some people think that being vulnerable and being upset or crying on camera is, I don't know, I just don't get these people. That was real, it was genuine. You can't fake doing that, even though there's people out there who think you can. But I'm sorry, I don't know where these people come from. It was real and it was coming from the heart. And the people who actually came to my house after, you know who you are, and saw me get upset at home as well, know that that was all real. I don't need to explain myself, but I want it to be coming out of my mouth for the naysayers out there who don't listen to people on their own channels and just take someone else's word for it. And that is mainstream media. that's the way they do it. You know, that's the way mainstream media do it. And this is why I've said to people, you should question everything and research yourself. You don't go on another channel and just take everything they said just because you like that channel. I don't do that. You know, you can tell what someone is by the way they react to people, what comes out of their mouth, the sort of things they say to people, if they're being the tone of voice, if they're being happy, if they're coming back with disgusting remarks, and stuff like that. It shows you what that person is, quite clear as day. So, you know, I've got people saying, I've had people in the past saying I'm nasty and this, that, and the other. I can laugh at that because I know myself. It's like, really? Okay. What? Because I try to help people. It's like, okay, if that's what nasty is, then I'm nasty. You know, it just makes me laugh. It's quite comical, I can't even say the word, that I have seen a few people on these channels. And even years ago, there was a guy I used to watch where he was in America and he used to get people on and all the drama, all this is drama. And I will come and chat in a minute. It's drama, but it's actually laughable what these people do, especially when they're making videos of people and chopping it up. And you go over and you're like, you're quite good at what you do. It's hilarious, but keep going because, you know, it is actually funny. But when you laugh at that, it's a frequency that you're putting out. So it's like I've transmuted your negativity because actually you're quite sad. So, you know, it is quite funny. And that's what can be quite funny about that side. We all know this on the Q conspiracy, that the Democrats are like that, the mainstream media like that. You can actually laugh and anticipate what they're going to do, because I anticipated everything this week, what would happen, and it did. I even anticipated actually what was going on there with people I knew who were anonymous, just watching from afar, which is nice, but it's quite funny to watch, you know. So that's all I really wanted to say. But yeah, laughable, really, really laughable. It's like, God, people, you shouldn't really be watching TV. Not that most of us do it. You should really go and watch these people because, you know, it is quite funny. So anyway, like I said, I just wanted to ask everyone in chat, how are you doing? Because I'm going in a minute. It was just a little chat to say that I'll be on tomorrow, and I'm going to go in depth on this negativity and positive tomorrow. That's why I thought I'll save it for tomorrow on a Friday night to do the big whole chat on whatever you want to call it, negative, soulless, I don't know, negative and positive, negative versus a positive. You know, that's what I want to do. So yeah, how is everyone feeling today? Hi, Lulu. Because I know for a fact now there'll be people lurking in the background watching. Got to go and report back, you know. Got better things to be doing than that. Circling. Always feel good, no stress. Exactly. You bring your stress on yourself. It's what you think about all the time. You don't have to do it. This is probably what I'll be chucking out tomorrow as well. Good, thanks. Fabulous. I always say fabulous, fabulous, darling. Should do a meet up in the district and have a few trees in it. Yeah, we will be doing another one. We don't know when yet. We're maybe thinking of doing one abroad as well. Stress kills. Stress is the killer. Yeah, it is. That's why some people on that side like to stress people out, like to break them down, because they like to see them in pain and stressed and infuriated, because they know it hurts your energy. They know this. That's why they do it. Great. Feeling great now. I've seen everyone in chat. That's what I mean, because this chat's beautiful. We get a few under the bridge dwellers, and I'm sure they're watching. I'm sure they'll come in after, because these people are, you know, keyboard warriors. Totally clips of my heart. Waxman, wonderful to see you the other day. Yes, it was. Stress caused by complications in my first pregnancy. Yeah, you get that in that as well. Hi, Dad. Top Dolly, I'm doing great. Not in jail and not dead. That's a good day. Yeah. Project Protect your channels, people. Yeah, that's why I say there's a lot of people out there that get, on other channels that, oh, why did I get chucked out? Oh, look, they're blocking me. If you're getting chucked out properly, not timed out because you might have said something daft, blocked, or you've been blocked from me off your channel or your account, there's a reason. It's because you're a twat, basically. I'm just going to say it. It's because you're a twat. I don't allow negative people in my channel. Now, people get like, oh, yeah, that means that this. I'm not interested. Some people are like, oh, I'll let people in. I'm not interested. I'm not here for debating. I think it's boring. It's about conversation. A civil conversation is different to debating. There's a lot of egos out there, and I'm sorry to say a lot of it is men, and that is a fact. What I've seen lately, coming up lately, is you're all egotistic, and I don't mean you in chat, I mean these people. It's ego, ego, ego. And I don't do that. It bores me to death. So if you have been, I don't mean if you've been timed out because you might have peed someone off in chat just for a little bit. I mean proper blocked. Or I've gone over and blocked you myself. There's a reason. You're a twat, basically. What more can I say? Yeah. Like someone's coming in now getting a bit defensive. Why? Who am I calling? What did I just say? Do people listen? Mr. Guard, what did I just say? Did you hear what I just said? If you're going to cause trouble in my chat, that's a bad frequency. Or, someone you're going to get timed out or chucked out, or I'm going to go over to your channel and chuck you out myself and block you. That's because you're being an a-hole. Yeah? Has anyone got a problem with that in chat? Because I know nobody has, apart from I haven't seen that person before. So who are you? Yeah. So the people who have a problem with it and shout it out are normally the people who have a problem with it because normally maybe they're yeah, just saying. And I'll say it again. If you come in my chat with a negative energy that I don't like or people don't like, you will be blocked. People get a bit, oh, okay, Mr. Guard, sorry. I just thought you were coming in trolling, but I'm just saying, yeah, egos. Yeah, if you come in my chat and you're being, you're being a bit of an a-hole, you're trolling, you'll be chucked out, basically, because I don't stand for negativity. This channel is not one of them channels where channels go out there spying on other channels, going back and forth like children, all the drama, that you did at school, which, come on, we're grown-ups, just want to go ping-ponging, which I call back and forth. They do a video to cause trouble, so someone else does a video to cause trouble. It's ping-pong, ping-pong. Who's interested in that? Is that what your life's about? Good on you. You might as well go and sit and watch the soaps, drama. So, not interested. So, yeah, just saying. That's why you'll be getting chucked out. I'm not into all this. Oh, just let people say what they want and they've got rid of me. They blocked me conversation. That means this, that, and the other. No, you lower vibrating frequency. We don't want you in here. We have a fantastic chat, fantastic people in the chat, fantastic new people come into the chat. Nobody needs it. And this is why this chat will go on tomorrow about the negative and positive, as I said I was going in a minute, and I am going to go, is we see a lot of negativity out there, a lot of doom and gloom. We do not need it. We're trying to bring channels in where we're bringing the positivity because it's needed for me, you, the people. We don't need all that. If we wanted to go and see the drama, I'd be switching the telly on and watching Coronation Street and all them channels and watching all the drama-y channels out there and sitting down watching that. So the people who do all that, I just laugh. I laugh at you. I really, really do. I just laugh. I had a lot of problems in my life. Most of them never happened. Yeah, exactly, Dad. Mark Twain. Exactly. You had a lot of problems in my life, but most of them never happened. You make problems in your own head. So, and it's like I've said, all these different communities, tribes, whatever going on YouTube or out there of I'm on this community, I'm on the alien community, I'm on the flat earth community, I'm on the globe community, I'm on this, I'm on that. Who cares? Get together. The one thing we can get together on under the umbrella of the same thing is we've all been lied to. Oh shit, Sherlock. We've all been lied to. There'll be something else that you come to on maybe where we live when you're looking at them lies, because that is the big deceit, the big deceiver. But you know, we're not interested in that. My channel is not that sort of a channel. And someone getting very confused with thinking my channel is a flat earth channel. No, it isn't. I've said I'm into that sort of thing along with Roxanne the Globalist, and I'll put this out of my mouth for the people that are lurking, is no, we're going against the globalist lies. And with that must be the globe. So yes, I do believe we live on some sort of a plane. This is coming out of my mouth. I never ever said I never knew what model it is. I said I know which model I like it to be. And if I choose which model I like it to be, I can hold that one. Because when it gets proven, I'll be like, that's okay. But I like the model that I believe it to be. Never said it was a fact that the one that I like it to be and have drawn pictures on is the one that I actually said is the fact. So let's get straight on that one. But the one big thing we can all get along with, and that's why many different people from many different realms, communities on YouTube and out there in the world, is that the fact that we have all been lied to. So that's one of the things we're coming together with. How can we get through this? How can we navigate and bring other people in to realize that when they come into this, that it's not a bad thing. They will go through all the trauma, all the hate, all the pain, and they will get through it. And that's one of the biggest messages I ever want to give out. I'm not into drama and I'm not about to get involved in it, and neither is anyone here on chat. So all the naysayers, all the haters, all the people in the low frequency, jog on. No one's interested. You ain't going to get a reaction. And yeah, you'll just be deleted out of the channel. If you want to boo-hoo and cry about it, boo-hoo and cry about it. If you ever come to a meeting and, you know, something happens, like you get chucked out, oh, well, I don't stand for negative people. So no, you're not invited. Just want to say, you know, only the light brigade needed, because that's what it's all about. And that is where I will leave it. And I will come in chat tomorrow to carry on the chat of positivity and negativity. I know which side I want to be, because if you're in negativity, let's all see who's listening in chat. If you stay in negativity, and I know some of us are still bounding around in it because we are all purging, can anyone tell me in chat, where does it get you? Does it get you anywhere? Yes or no? Does drama and negativity help you to do anything? Does it help you in your life? I want an answer off everybody, please. Let's see if I'm wrong. I would say no, but I'd like everyone to put up a yes or a no. Thank you. And if that's even one thing we can unite under, no matter what area you're coming from, you're a globe, you're not a globe, you're a flat earth, so what? Can we just unite over the fact that being a negative, dramatistic, narcissistic person, does it get you anywhere? Nope. Didn't think it did. Didn't think it did. Now, does positivity, even though we have to bring ourselves up, I'm not saying it's easy, because as I said before, this path, our journey, which every one of you is on, whether you believe it or not, you are, it's not hard to hold, but you have to try every day. And like Melania says, be best. It's about doing your best every day. Does positivity, and that is talking positivity, being positive, watching positive people, being around positive people, listening to positive music, trying your best every day, does that help you? You know, I'm not saying it's easy, but does it help you navigate in your journey? Does it? Yes or no? Yeah, positive about positive, negative about negative. Does it help you? Like I said, it's hard. It's not meant to be easy. The enlightened path, or the path that you want to call it, the ascension, is not the easiest path to take, and that's why a lot of these people, entities, soulless people, take the easier path, which is the negative path, because it's much easier to be in drama and all that. So just saying. Yes, Mr. Frozen. Yes. God, Jamie, if you're being chased by a bumblebee or wasp, not sure if I can always stay in. I know, but sometimes I was in the garden the other day and I thought, just put your energy down and let it feel it. And it didn't come near me, but yeah, I know what you mean. But that's why it's hard sometimes, because sometimes you're like, I want to say something, I want to, and then it's like, breathe. Yes. I'm off right now. Bye. Yes, it's also about, I've just said, Lulu Bear, at the beginning, everything's about perspective, everything. Yeah, don't sweat the small stuff. Why sweat the small stuff? Why sweat what happened years ago? What happened yesterday? What happened 2 months ago? What happened 6 months ago? It's happened. And whether it was obviously the things you're sweating about is a bad experience, but can you do anything about it now? You can't do anything about the situation that happened then. Yes, we know that's not good, but you can do something about it now, and that's cutting ties with it. You can talk about it all you want. You need to. I've told people this, and they know who they are. You need to, because you're purging. It does take a bit of time, but in the end, you'll see that none of that, thinking about what if and will benefit you right now. It'll just keep you in a low vibration, and it will keep you hurting. So this is where we're going through all this to try and cut those cords of that thing that kept us in the pain. That's what we're doing. Like I said, it's not easy. Some people can do it quite quickly. Some people can take quite a few years. But we're trying to help you see you can do it maybe a little bit quicker than you don't want to be doing it in a few years. Take care, Dolly, and all in chat. Appreciate the positive energy. You're welcome, Effie, and thank you again for the donation. When you're sensitive for an empath like I am, exactly like me, Dave, it's a constant battle. I'm like a lighthouse beacon, especially with all the... That's what I'm like. That's why I get trolled. That's why I get people thinking I'm stupid. Far from it. But people don't understand my language. People going about me being illiterate when they don't know I'm, dyslexic. Not that. They'd probably make a joke out of that, but little did they know that's quite a good thing, if anyone knows what I'm saying. Intellect isn't everything, even though that's what some people think it's not. It's called wisdom. I'd rather have wisdom than be an intellect. And I'm not saying that about anyone who is. I'm just saying, I'm sensitive and I'm an empath. That's why. But I'm learning, and I've learned a lot, probably through Q and probably through the whole mainstream media thing of how they play their games. I've dated a narcissist. I know what a narcissist is. I can see them when they come in. I know them sort of people. They've been around this week. See them coming a mile off. Yeah, laughter is the best medicine. That's why I said you got to laugh at some of these things when people, do this stuff, and it's just laughable. Exactly, that's what I say, Miss Chime. It's not, people think that you're thinking from here. You're not supposed to go through here, because you've been programmed to think that way, to react. If someone said something horrible about you, you're going to go, you know yourself, know thyself. If you're not a nasty person, it doesn't matter what them and them think. They can think what they want. I don't care. I know myself. They're the ones that don't want to look at themselves in the mirror. They reflect what they are, and I'm seeing that going on all over the place. So yeah, it comes from here. Like I said before, people go, you what? When you go out, you meet somebody new, somebody's got a new friend, that's why you say, I've got a vibe about them, a good vibe or a bad vibe. You don't have to think it. It doesn't come from here. It comes from here. You sense it. And I sensed all the people that were there that day that, came along with what we were doing. You could sense that every single one of you, was on a lovely vibration. Didn't have to think it, I felt it. But that's what they do, program you through TV, indoctrination at school of how you're supposed to think and how you're supposed to react when it's not. So if you know thyself, or you know what you are, you can't get triggered off. You get triggered a little bit. I do sometimes because I'm an empath and I am sensitive, but when you learn and you know thyself properly, you can't get triggered anymore, because it's like you say what you want. I know myself. I know it's not true. You can carry on thinking exactly what you want to think. It's not affecting my life that you think that about me. If you're the one constantly thinking about and going on about, it's going to affect you. So, you can talk about it sometimes to get it out your system, but you don't have to react to that person or that thing, whatever it is that, you can have conversations, but basically trying to be positive every day. Those things that bring you down, I call it the adjustment bureau, don't I, Dad? I'm always like, I was just trying to get this important thing out, and Finn's being I'm having a bit of one of them days today, adjustment bureau. But the adjustment bureau isn't going to get me down. I'm just going to say, no thanks, I'm not putting up with that. Like I told college today, I ain't coming in today. I'll come in tomorrow and sort this out. No, not having it. Yeah, I finally learned to respond, not react. That's exactly what it is. You can respond, it's just not reacting. It's all about how you respond. I saw someone responding this weekend in a beautiful way. Someone else's perception on it was totally different, because it was a bit of a lie, but there you go. Lift thyself up by thyself, and don't let thyself stoop down, for thyself is the only friend or only foe. Exactly. You are your own friend. You love that. Here we go. This book, my sister was going to chuck in the bin. No, she wasn't. She was taking it to a charity shop, and I said, I'll have that. I'll take that. They'll really like this on my channel. I just went like this, and it opened on page, are you ready? 77 and 71. So it's got little affirmations. So before I go, we've got, when I really love myself, everything in my life works. True. 71. I am, and someone give me some I am stuff, which I know about, but I will look at it. I am in charge. I take my own power back. The stuff I'll be talking about tomorrow with negative whatever, they're trying to take your power. So when you react in a certain way, anger and all that, they're taking your power. And that's why these people do that. And that's why these entities do it, because they're feeding off, then it's your negative. It's that power that they feed off. That's why they want you to do it. So I am in charge. I take my power back. 201. Every problem has a solution. Learning is easy and fun for me. And before I go, I'm going to pull a card. And then I'm going to go, because I'm supposed to be chilling out. I'm chilling out tonight. I'm going to watch a film, finish the Love Llama bag off. And like I said, Miss Chime, I've got some bags which I'm going to have a look at and see if I can do it on it. Otherwise, it will have to be one of those bags, which I think might be a bit too big for your, was it daughter, granddaughter? But I will try the pink ones. Someone else, I can't remember who it was now. You know you are in chat. The bracelet will send you. I've just been so tired, but I will get that sorted out, promise, by, over the weekend, by Monday, hopefully. I've just totally forgot, because my mind's just been like, whoa, with meeting everybody and profound conversations I was having with people, and you're out just like mad. So it's just put me in like, it's put me in awe. And the lovely little troll dwellers are coming in, because they can't help it when they see a little light shining. the moths like to come to the beacon, don't they? What a shame. What a shame. Deary me. You should be spending your time watching the channels that you like, not coming in, trying to get a little comment in there. It's like, love you all. As Phil had said, even the pissing haters. Oh, yes. Yes, you are well stocked up, Rachel. Thank you very much. But at least you've got quite a few cards there. And some nice stuff, really, to keep you going. Yeah. So, I know. So I'll pick a card. Oh, they can't help it. But that's the thing as well, isn't it? Negative people always want to bring the positive down, and it's a reflection of the self, basically. That's a fact. And that is a fact. Oh, thank you, Revolution Reaper. It's just because I think you said it was for a gift, but it's just it's took me nearly a week to get over weekend, just because, like I said, people don't know what goes on behind the scenes, talking to people and trying to get my head around conversations we had on Saturday. You know, when you start remembering little bits of snippets of things, which I really need to write down in my this is why I say it's, I mean, I know this because I do it, but I actually have forgot to do it. You know, when I make my little journals so you can write down things you might remember. I think I know Rachel was jotting things down because it's good to look back at. We shine too bright for them to stay long. Yeah. Come too close, you get burnt, you know. Oh, Misery definitely loves company. Oh, my days. Oh, my days, definitely. Thank you, Revolution. I haven't forgot, just know I haven't forgot. Takes me a bit of time with everything else going on, you know. There's people out there on that negative dwelling side that think that I think they think I work for mainstream media. You know, it's like I'm trying to do my art stuff. I'm trying to talk to people behind the scenes. Oh, right. I'm going to pick the one that fell on the top, and then I'll do two more because I'll take the first one off. You know, they think that was the first one, so I'll put that over there. You know, they don't see we've got kids and we've got all the mummy stuff to look at, even though some out there think we haven't really got kids. They're actors. I mean, oh my God. If I didn't go through childbirth, I don't know what it was. Do you know what I'm saying? It is laughable. Absolutely hilarious. But, you know, got to laugh at these people. You've got to laugh. I really do. I just think it's funny. Oh dear. Talk about crying. I could cry with laughter right now. If I don't even want to think about it because I could actually wet myself laughing. Depends what you mean, Barry Pease. Do you mean, yeah, well, I do worry about people, don't I? As in good people, you know, want people to be positive about stuff. It doesn't mean, you know, people don't get down now again. It's just about bringing yourself back up again. That's all. That's why I say, watch the people you love, listen to music that brings you up, do things that maybe you did as a kid. If you used to love drawing, just get the crayons out, get an adult colouring book. You don't have to be saying, oh, I'm not good at drawing. Go back to being like that. Do something you love and it will keep you in a high frequency. Do not go on channels that are all dramatistic, going on with themselves because they're full of egos, listening to creepy bad music that puts you in a bad mood. Why would you do that? You just don't need to do it. First thing in the morning, get up, make your breakfast, put some really good music on. Michael Jackson. Now, let's just go over, because I've just thought, the lovely Michael Jackson. Though some people say things about him. Joe Maspose has put something new on him. Knew this anyway. You could tell he was a starseed. So, you know, and you know what I'm saying by that is, you know, these people out there, Joe Maspose has put out, those of us who know who Joe Maspose is, Michael Jackson was one of the good guys. He was trying to protect the children. The cabal knew he was a threat, and they used the media. Oh, it's that again, the media, and lawfare to destroy his life, and then his doctor to kill him. They knew this. They knew his "this is it" comeback would undo all their work to suppress him. Just saying. I've stood by that. Stood by that. So 2 more cards and I'll show you what they are. Now, is Dave still in? Did anyone see Lady V the other day when the orb came from here and then it came from round here? So she was just sat there asking them to come in. So I'm hoping you might see something while I'm doing these cards, because they've been in a lot. And this is where people will go, she's weirder. Well, we've all seen the evidence. And if you haven't seen it, please go over to Tapper77's channel and go and see the orbs. The man in the mirror, that is it. The man in the mirror. This is, everyone knows I always sing this, Man in the Mirror. That is the song that these people really need to start realising, that that is a song, Man in the Mirror. What? I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, you better look at yourself and make that change. Woo, woo, na 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 na. Just, I love Michael Jackson, and that is one of the best songs ever, because these people who shout the loudest, as Q said, these people who are screaming about other people, you need to look in the mirror, because the way we're changing it is we are looking at ourselves and we're bringing the best out, not the negative out, to change what is going on right now. And that's a fact. So just saying it. Yes, I would like the orbs to come in. Some people think this is crazy. I would ask them to come in. They've been here for quite a while. So if they'd like to come in, you can come in. And the orb watchers will see them, so I think I get too distracted to obviously notice. But it would be nice. I don't know if anyone saw the other one the other day where it went up here. It went up. Na 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 na. And then somebody lovely out there, you know who you are, got me this, talking about Michael Jackson. Maybe we could get a bit of that frequency in, Michael Jackson. They give me this, people. I was like, oh my God, are we ready? What song am I always throwing out there of Michael Jackson's, apart from Man in the Mirror, was? They give me this, and it is, don't know if you can see it, if I can get it in. Look at the song. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Everybody around the world. I think I'm going in singing mode, so all the lurkers, all the negative people, oh, she was singing this time. She can't even sing. Never said I could, but I'll have a bash. Do you want me to do it? Because I'm in one of them moods now. See, I don't care if people take the mick out of me and do little videos and all that. I know myself, not really bothered. So, and then I'll pull the cards. I guess I have to now that I've just pulled that out. I'm going to have to find the words because I can never remember it properly. Yeah. Everybody around the world, feel it. I've just been listening to the Thunder song as well, and that was brilliant. Hang on. Do you want me to sing it? Might sound like a cat being strangled, but lyrics. 33 watching, the 33. Oh, it's gone back down to 31, thank God. 33. What's that? Disney, the Disney Club. And that's not it. Where's the lyrics gone? That's not it. Right, let me put Michael Jackson in, because Jackson 5. Right. Oh, this is a bit weird. Why all of a sudden I cannot find the lyrics to this song is absolutely ridiculous. I know. Why is that going on? Do I have to go in Google and Google the words? Oh, I know. Does anyone know how I can get the words up? Oh, hi. Indrid Cold. Hi, lovey. Hi, kisses to you. Oh, she don't think that person's crying again. Lovely. I'm wondering if sometimes when you move it, you get the words underneath, but I don't think. No. Right, let me see if I can Google the words. Can you feel it? Lyrics. Let's see if this comes up. Oh yeah, I've got it. So I don't know if it'll be in tune, obviously, because I probably won't remember to it. If you look around, the whole world. Look around, the whole world's coming together now. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Don't know the tune to this bit. Feel it in the air. The wind is taking it everywhere. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? All the colours of the world should be loving each other wholeheartedly. And then it's yes, it's all right. I'll only sing the bits I know. Take my message to your brother and tell him twice. Spread the word and try to teach the man who's hating his brother. When hate won't do, when we're all the same, 'cause the blood inside me is inside you. Can you feel it? 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 Sing out loud, because we want to make a crowd. Well, we are making a crowd. Touch a hand and sing a sound so pure, salvation rings. Oh, yes, it does. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? All the children of the world should be loving each other wholeheartedly. Yes, it's all right. Take my message to your brother and tell him twice. Don't know the tune. Take the news to the marching men. Are we listening? Take the news to the marching men who are killing their brothers when death won't do, because we're all the same. Yes, the blood inside me is inside of you. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Every breath you take is someone else's death in another place. Every healthy smile is hunger and strife to another child, but the stars do shine. In promising salvation is near this time. Very shiny at the minute. Can you feel it now? So sisters and brothers, show we know how. Now tell me, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I just love that song. The video's even better. You know, I can feel it. So yay. So, but I'll just do these other cards and then I'm going. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Everybody around the world loving each other wholeheartedly. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Yeah. Oh, one. Need to go and listen to some music and dance around the front room now. Higher vibration. Oh, Rachel's gonna like this one. One more. Gotta go. If you see someone without a smile, give them one of yours. Exactly, Dad. See you later. Oh. Right. Funny, I got these the other day, but this is to all of you. So before we go, we have got pause. Number 4, pause. Because I was just saying at the beginning of the chat, to not react to someone, you have to pause sometimes. Take a deep breath and think, don't need to react to it, you know. Or maybe I'll pause and think, what would I say to that instead of reacting straight away to it? So sometimes you have to pause. The next one is 22, leap of faith. Well, what's going on at the minute is a leap of faith. A lot of people had a leap of faith on Saturday with, I know what people said about it was out of their comfort zone, especially for people who came on their own. You did really well. It was brilliant. Because look, there's a little net at the bottom. So you're safe, and you were safe, and we had a good time. But sometimes we have to take a leap of faith. What's going on right now beyond the veil, you will have to take a leap of faith. You will have to be very open-minded. And the whole thing is, I have a lot of hope for the future, because if I didn't have hope, I just wouldn't think there was any point into doing anything or the chats that I do, because I do see there's something else coming in. You want to call it a new world, a new way. That's how I see it. A new way of doing things, a new way of feeling and thinking. 23, I just want to say to all of you, you know, is you are, right, all of you now, all of you that are going through stuff now, coming onto your path, finding out heinous things, all of you that are still holding on to bits in the past, because I know there's some of you who are, but it's about we're going through that process, so don't worry. All of you that have been told you are this, that, and the other, all of you that have been told you're no good, you're this, that, and the other, you are all worth it. It's not that advert where they're doing that with the hair, on the hair advert, you're worth it. No, you're worth it. You are worth it. Doesn't matter if you've had arguments with people in the past, this, that, and the other. I'm telling you now, don't ever sit there and think you're not worth it because you're not as good as such and such a body. We're all the same. We're all fighting through the same stuff. You might think, oh, Dolly seems positive all the time. Mostly I am. But if I get down or them thoughts start coming in, I just look at them and think, yeah, move on, jog on. Yeah, I've seen that. Anyway, what can I do that's going to bring my vibration up? So I am saying, and if no one else has ever said that to you before, you are worth it. Every single one of you in this chat, even the people who are lurking, in the negative realms, you're worth it as well. People who may come on this after, you are all worth it, because we are all worth it. We're not, what do they say? We're not flying around in space, as in unimportant. We are very important. I believe we are the centre of the universe, the cosmos. We're very, very important. Thank you, Dave. We are worth it, each and every one of you. No one is higher than anyone else, because if we are all one, we're all the same, and that's what it's all about. Never let anyone put you down or tell you any different, because I'm telling you, you're all worth it, and you will all get through this. This is why we're all connecting, so we can get through it together. So there's a nasty comment for you, because apparently I'm nasty. That must have been the nastiest. Oh, it's coming on, people. You know what's coming out? You know what's coming out? Oh, God, where are they? Oh, I can't find them. Oh, you know what's coming? Can anyone guess what's coming? Oh, they're coming. The Ford voice is coming on. You remember Kavanagh and Ford? I'll be talking about Kavanagh tomorrow, actually. Because that was my really nasty comment, because I'm such a nasty person that I have to put really nasty comments on about love and being worth it, and let's all join together and be positive, because that's the only way I can be negative. I'm such a negative person. Oh my God. Yeah, that had to come out. Yeah, so I'm going to go, because I'm on one of them weird frequencies. Oh, someone thinks I'm nasty, so I thought, well, I mean, I must be the really nastiest person you've ever met in your life. But yeah, I'm going to go. Where we go, one we go over. There's loads of stuff going on with that. I need to find the bit where Trump looked up, because I will absolutely wet myself to that person who was asking if I wet myself. I will wet myself laughing at that, yeah. Along with the other drama queens over that side. Yeah, so, I will. I'm going to chill out, finish my bag off, and then hopefully I'll be refreshed for tomorrow where I can come on for a longer chat, even though I only said I was coming on for 15 minutes, but we all know that never works for me because I get in the swing of things. I get in the good vibration with you lot. I can't really help myself. So it's not my fault I like to chat. So I don't know if Dave has seen any orbs. Have we seen anything before I go? If they're here, I invite them in all the time. They can come in and out when they want. I guess you'll tell me after anyway. So, night to you all. You know, exactly, J Mac, exactly. So, thank you all for your lovely comments. And yes, orbs, yes. So, like I said, if you want to check them orbs out, maybe you're a bit skeptical, go over to Tapper77's channel, and you will see me and some other people with showing the orbs. You can't really deny it. Once you spot them, you can't really deny it. And that is because the veils are very thin at the minute. You can also check out Lady V on, how I'm going to get a name wrong now. What was it? Higher Realm Holistics, I think it is. May have got that wrong, but she's been doing a little bit on it lately as well. Synchronicities there. And you actually saw one come out of her and one from over here somewhere. So Dave saw orbs. Oh, you did see orbs, Dave. Which way? No, I'd never noticed because obviously I'm chatting. But well, we know the tapper will be on it after. So one orb flew in Dolly's through the door. Oh. So yes, Dave saw. See, some of you have got good eyes to see. So yeah, Higher Realms Holistics, thank you. So if you check her channel out, if you're interested in all this stuff, this is why I say I don't talk about one thing. I'm not a flat earth channel, so you know, if it's all them from over there, I'm not really interested. You know, doesn't mean I'm not part of some stuff, but that's just not the whole and everything that I go on about. So people are very mistaken about that. So I will catch you tomorrow. I will let you know because notifications aren't very good on YouTube, are they? We all know why. And have a beautiful evening. Keep yourself lifted. Like I always say, watch what makes you happy. That brings you up in a vibration. Music that keeps you up in a vibration. Food that keeps you up in a vibration. I had tofu today. I cooked it with mushrooms in it. Oh my God, it was really nice. Be around people that keep you in a higher vibration. Do little activities that keep you in a high vibration. And just know we're all doing it and you are worth it. That is my message for you today. You put the phone down. No, you put the phone down. This reminds me of the... Oh, yeah, I do that all the time. You put the phone down. Yeah, I'm going in a minute. I am actually going now. So, yes. I shall see you tomorrow, guys. Where we go, one week all. And as I won't say what Phil says, I'll just say keep vibing high and I love you all. See you soon. And today I'm not actually going to say where is it, because I've got the finger right under the end stream. So, ha ha ha. See you all later. Bye.